can hide faith. You can hide faithlessness. You can hide what you're really feeling. Part of the reason why we cannot have revival in most American churches is because not only do the female gender of America hide their face, but everybody hides their face. We have mastered hiding what we really feel. But this boy Esau comes home from the battle. And this is what happens. And Jacob says, well, sell me this day thy birthright. And Esau says, behold, I am point to death, to die. What profit shall this birthright do to me? What's so powerful here is that Esau has become so fainted, man of God. He has become so wearied in the battle. He has become so discontent with life. He's tired, he's wearied, he's exhausted. He's been on a long journey, that he comes home and he forgets in the moment the value of his birthright. And this is what happens when we're tired. We forget the value of things. We throw the value and the significance away of things. And Esau, in the moment of his weariness, he forgets the value of his birthright. He loses all judgment. He forgets who he is. He forgets that God has chosen him. He forgets that he is the number one son to inherit the blessing of his father. So what do we have to remember when we're tired? Just nudge your neighbor and say, what do we have to remember? Well, one of the things that this shows us is that your weariness is not going to remind you of who you are. And folk who are jealous of you are not going to tell you that you're just tired. That what you're feeling is only temporary. I wish somebody would help me. I'm going to be through in a minute. That what you're going through is not going to last forever. All you had to do was, this is going to kill you. Look at your neighbor and say, this is going to kill you. Some of you, all you need to do is go home and eat a good meal. Somebody would help me. All you need to do is go home and eat 3 days in a row, 3 meals a day. Get yourself some water. Y'all think I'm crazy. Some things, the problem with most of us is that we're not eating nutritiously. So therefore, your judgment is off. Y'all not saying nothing. You ain't going through no demonic nothing. You just need to eat right. Eat some cabbages. Eat some greens. Eat some spinach. Eat some chicken. Eat some fish. Get some protein in your body. Your judgment is off. This boy has not eaten and he's exhausted, and the only thing he needed to do was sit down and eat a good old meal, and he would not have lost his judgment about who he is. You can't eat sugar and have your judgment. You can't eat bread all day, every day. Have any solid judgment about who you are. The man of God ends up under the tree, and he's ends up under the tree, and he's not eating, he's hungry, he's depressed, and he says, I want to kill myself. All he needed to do was to get up and drink some water and eat himself a good meal. Just nudge your neighbor and say, go home and eat. I've had to tell people, stop all that fasting. You can't fast your way into revelation. You can't fast your way to God. That there is a place that you can step over and cross the line in fasting, and then you touch spirits that your spirit is not mature enough to handle. Stop the fasting, eat some food, get on your knees and pray. Depend upon the grace of God. Depend upon the arm of God. Y'all don't like it, but it's the truth. Look at your neighbor and say, eat a good meal. This boy loses his judgment. The reason that we are sick as we are sick because we don't eat right, we don't do right, we don't run. Listen, I hate to keep harping on this thing, but some of us, we don't walk, we don't run. We don't. The biggest walk we got is from our house to our cars, and then we want to, when we get sick, we want to drive back devils. Don't drive back the devil. You need to put a lock on your throat, and you need to. Y'all done got quiet on me. Y'all done got quiet on me. I can tell. But Esau loses his judgment, and all he needed was a meal. When we're weary, watch this, when we are weary and we're fainted, we think temporary circumstances are permanent. I just come to tell you, God is not going to leave you there forever. God is faithful. I'm telling you, he is faithful. Don't you get addicted to your suffering. Don't you get addicted to your pain. I don't care what you're going through. It is temporary. It is not going to last forever. God is faithful, and he will come and deliver his children. Listen, the Bible, this is simple stuff, but the Lord is killing me with the simplicity. If I feed the birds of the air, if I feed, y'all not saying nothing. If I look at the birds and I feed the birds, if I look at the flowers and I make sure they're ministered to, how much more will I look at you and feed you and love you? If your earthly father is able to give you good gifts, how much more will your heavenly father give you? Some of you don't need no deep revelation. Some of you need the revelation of the understanding that my daddy loves me and he will take care of me, and that I don't care what you're going through temporarily, it is not going to last long. Stop acting like you're there forever. Get that look off your face and start saying that this is only a temporary fix. It is only a moment in time. It is only a minute in time. I'm getting up out of this. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Esau felt sorry for himself, and he gave up his birthright all because he was fainting. Look at here. I got to tell you this. You've got to understand that everybody has to go through. Who are you that you think you're so special that you don't have to go through something? Wake up, baby. All of us have to go through some hell every now and then. It ain't the hell that I'm worried about. It's how I go through the hell. I'm going to trust the Lord. I didn't come to preach, but I will. Look at your neighbor and say, thank not, baby. God is with you. Everybody has hard times. God is with you. How in the world did you walk down this aisle and get married and did not expect some hard times on your marriage? Everybody go through. How is it that you're even born and not expect some adversity every now and then? Look at you and say, faint not, faint not. It is not permanent. Esau sold his birthright because he was temporarily uncomfortable.